Welcome, everybody. We back on the Renovated Thinking podcast again.
Hey.
It's another week, man. And we're here. First of all, we got Drawde and we got Rae. There's me. And then we have a special guest here, man. We got a special guest, Dante Campbell. Yo, this guy is somebody that I definitely on social media. I've been watching your brand. I've been following for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't saying much, but yo, like it's a dope brand with a really good, you know, idea and a reason behind it. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, first of all, I feel like we all young, brilliant minds in this room. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. So I'm really into that brand, man. So give it up. It's Dante Campbell.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yup.
Yes.
And you see the merch. You see the merch over here. We got Young Brilliant Minds. Definitely go check out. You know, we got you on social media for
Young Brilliant Minds on IG, Young Brilliant Minds on Twitter, and that's basically so far.
Yeah. Well, all right. So before we even get into the topic, we want to get into you, man. Like you know, Young Brilliant Minds and that brand is what pushed me to really want to get you on this show. So just, you know, run us through that. Run us into who you are and how you went down into that venture.
Yeah, basically, I started at Miramar High, graduated in 2013, Patriot. But basically after high school, really teachers didn't really like teach us what we really didn't know out of high school, like knowing our credit scores, knowing financing, knowing about housing, knowing about different things we really need to know about later on in life. So basically, I just started Young Brilliant Minds because it's a lot of potential young people out here that has talent as well. And basically, they just needed some guidance, some help, some mentorship. Because nowadays, you don't see a lot of after school programs like how we was growing up playing football, going to YMCA after school. Excuse me, going after school and everything. Yeah. So now I just try to bring that back. Try to bring like entrepreneurship to the kids. Try to show them that there's other ways besides the violence and going to other people, learning from different people that they're not supposed to learn from.
Right.
So basically, I just started Young Brilliant Minds based off of that. Just trying to teach the young people, coach them up, and get them to where they want to be in their futures.
Okay.
Right. When did you start this brand?
What made me start this brand is basically myself. I learned from myself first because I was going through things in life, and so I just started working on myself. And then as I've been around my friends, get to know other people that I didn't know that have same situations as me. So I just basically started so I could give back to them and just learn it for myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And you do, of course, you do other things.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
tell us about that.
Yeah. Basically do poetry slams, have people come speak their poetry, spoken word, had youth seminars, give backs, basically went to hang out with the elderly, play bingo and gave back turkeys on Thanksgiving drives and everything. But mostly the most important thing was the poetry slams.
Yo, I didn't know that.
I had the pleasure of actually being there. You know, they invited me, Miss Campbell and Dante. You know, I had the pleasure of actually performing with them, being there. You know, just being a part of it in general, and knowing that, you know, I'm one of those young brilliant minds. Right. You know what I'm saying? Man. So honestly, just the whole thing, the whole Young Brilliant Minds, this brand itself, speaks
volumes, bro. Yeah, volumes, definitely, man.
So I'm really grateful for you too. Definitely, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them, I definitely wouldn't know the certain people that I do know. You know, so it helps out. It definitely helps out.
Yeah, people. So yeah, man. So. You got that going on, but as far as this brand, man, where do you see yourself like taking it as far as the future? You know, the next 5 years and everything like that.
The next 5 years, just be bigger and better. next thing I'm trying to work on now is really trying to put together basketball tournaments, little concerts, more seminars and more workshops and everything. Just trying to build, trying to make people grow and then just give back, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, that's how, and I feel some type of way about that too, you know, like how you was bringing up how when we were in grade school, there were certain things that we didn't learn. We be bringing that up on the podcast all the time, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the things with credit, the fact that I didn't have, you know, teachers, you know, lead me that way, and I really realized what that was about after high school.
Right.
It's something that, you know, I tried not to have, you know, the kids who came after me to have to deal with. You know, I put certain things in their ear before they even reach that high school diploma. So I really feel like what you're doing is a positive thing. And before we start, I definitely want to let you know, continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Press harder, bro. You're doing a really good job. You know, you're doing a really good job. That's why we definitely wanted to make sure you was on this show. So definitely, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Definitely, man.
I have a question. So do you have any stories about when you had like a situation where you had to like persevere, or like say you was going through with your company or with your business where you had to like, you know, overcome certain situations?
All the time. Especially with the businesses, all the time. Especially when you have people that come to you like, hey, let me get this merch. Let me get all the free stuff. But if you really gonna support me. Yeah. Don't come me. You my friend. I'm gonna support you as well. Yeah. But that's the most important thing. When friends trying to come to you with free merch, try to get free merch and everything. And then when you give them that free merch, then you never hear if they don't promote. At least promote it. Right. Yeah. If I give you free merch, at least promote it. Right. At least share with other people. Yeah. Do something. Just don't take the free merch and wear it. Right. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. That's the most important. The thing to me is like, if you gonna support for real. Don't just support for the free stuff and all that.
What kind of things you looking for? Like, prime example. Like at the end of the day, this is a show that people are watching and looking at. So say for instance, if you could ask anybody out there, like if you needed like models, or say you need mentors to help in the community, is there anything that you are looking for with the community that the community can help you with?
Yeah, based off, I just want you to be consistent with the community, be real with the community. Don't be procrastinating with the community. Just come straight forward, ready to help out. Don't be like some people that say they'll help out but never come and help out.
Yeah, true. But I'm talking about basically with your business.
Oh,
like say if you're looking for like, all right, you say you got this brand, you got the models. Say you're looking for models or mentors because you do a lot of events in the community.
Right.
Say if you're looking for mentors, so the people can reach out to you and like, yeah, I'm willing to mentor, yeah, I'm willing to model, or yeah, I'm willing to whatever you need. Is there anything that you may need?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna need mentors and models and everything. Usually I just reach out to people and have them come volunteer their time, come talk to kids and everything.
You have any
come model and
events coming up?
Well, not at the moment because of COVID, you know.
COVID messed everything
up. But you know, little things opening up. But hopefully, I'm trying to work on another poetry slam and bring that back. So
let me be there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I want to be there.
Maybe we could plan a turkey drive or something.
Yeah. We got a matter of fact. Yeah, because I've been planning on doing that. I want to do that this year still. So. Downtown around First Street. Yeah. I definitely want to do that. So
that'd be good.
Definitely be involved. Yeah.
Give out some place to the homeless.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna definitely do that. The place ain't for y'all. It ain't for y'all.
You might need it.
If you need it. But you know. But yeah. So we're gonna get into this topic, man. So the topic for today is protecting your orbit. Protecting your orbit.
That's a strong topic.
Yeah, man, because it's extremely important to do so. You have your own temple.
Yeah, but when you say that, when you say protecting your orbit, what do you mean? You know, how would you explain that? Orbit. Your orbit. Yeah.
Your orbit. What's in you and around you. What's immediately around you and what's in you. There are certain places, people, and things that you should allow around you, and there's certain ones that you shouldn't.
That's right.
For the well-being of yourself.
And the people around you. And the people that care for you.
And the other people around you that you care about.
Yeah.
Because what we put in each other's orbits really, like, it really matters, and sometimes we carry those things other places, and they can impact people that we don't want it to impact.
Right.
So that's basically the main definition of what it is. But we gonna get down to the gritty of it, brother. There's a lot of places we can go with this topic.
Yeah, for real.
So first of all, I know that we all probably have some experience, because we all do. Trust me. Whoever share an experience with, like, just protecting your orbit, or how you feel, you go about that now, or how you want to.
Sure. The experience I have is just sometimes dealing with friends, relationships. You just have to change your mindset of things, because you have some friends that'll use you and you won't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have some friends that'll talk about you, you won't even know it. So if you got people around you, how would you come about releasing yourself from that? Because it's a lot of bad people out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It's people is one of those biggest things, because in people is where certain energies move at a higher pace than anywhere else.
Right.
When there's a place that has something that you should stay away from, it may really stay in that place. Certain people may leave with it, but the main energy of it stays in that place.
Yeah.
And when it's a thing, it may stay in whatever that thing is. But when it comes to people move everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take people's energy no matter where they go. As long as they step in the same room as you, their energy can bounce off of you in ways that you don't want it to bounce off.
Not just that. You don't have to be just in the presence of them. Mm-hmm. You could hear them over the phone. You could see their energy could come off a screen. Yeah. So it don't necessarily have to be just presence. Yeah, energy is more than just this presence.
Yeah. That's serious.
Yeah, because you heard somebody's voice. They didn't say it to you, but just the hearing, the sound of their voice
is gonna trigger you.
Did something to you. So
positive, negative.
Yeah.
And the worst be your own family.
Yeah. Sometimes it be your own family, man. And we're definitely about to get into that. We definitely gonna be doing that today. Yes. Okay. So
trying to step all on you, though.
For real. I ain't holding no punches from nobody today.
Oh no.
You know how it is.
Go get the cut team.
So I had some things that I wanted to point out on why it's important to protect your own orbit in the first place. And some reasons for that I have down is, one, it'll minimize your distractions when you're trying to get certain places that you want to go, whether it's financially or spiritually. Whenever you're trying to get to a better place in the near future than where you are now, there is certain things that you're going to have to protect yourself from. So that's one of the things. Also, keeping you from people, places, and things that are depreciating to what you already have to offer to the world and to other people and places. And then you have also not just, let's not talk about just the negative stuff, also the positive things. Being able to bring the right things into our orbit and how that can positively affect us, how those positive people can affect us.
Yes.
So that's for me, that's the main three, bullet points for me as far as going about protecting our orbit. So let's go into first of all, people. Let's touch on people first. Okay? Get that one out the way. We already know haters, you want to keep them out you don't want them in your close, all the time. So besides that, let's talk about people that you may know that you also may even love. And they may not be hating on you, but they're very discouraging and they're very negative naturally. Right. So let's talk about how we deal with people like that.
Keyword, naturally. A lot of people was raised in that type of environment, raised in that type of household where was the norm to be put down, to not be encouraged in a positive way, but to tell them they ain't, they trash. So hopefully, and some people see it's kind of like the mama mentality. Yeah. Technically, that's how they see it. Because some people don't have the time. First of all, especially in this generation, a lot of this generation is very sensitive. It is what it is. Yeah. So the mama mentality will not work with this generation. It won't. It may work with a couple of them, but most of them is not going to work.
Yeah, you can't help everybody.
They can't come with the way MJ and Kobe play. They got to come with the way LeBron played. That's why LeBron is successful right now, because the way he plays, he's a team first guy. Mm-hmm. He's not, what I'm saying, like the type of person that's going to come dead at you and try to like pull that out of you. But you know what I'm saying? But because a lot of people don't think about their intentions.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see, this person is down to me. This person is no, they're trying to motivate you, but you don't see that because you don't see what their intentions are.
That tough love.
Right.
Yeah, and tough love is not for everybody.
Yeah. Tough love is not for everybody.
It is not for everybody.
It's not.
I get it. Yeah, you got to deal.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, when I was coming up, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take that, because it was very hard growing up and being around people who kind of looked at you differently. Yeah. So if I had somebody telling me, man, suck it up, bro. Man, it ain't that bad, but you'll be good, but you ain't, it's not all that. Like, just being as far as what I'm saying is versus what I was going through as far as being bullied versus having people telling me, when I got home, suck it up. Yeah. You'll be all right, or doing the same exact thing they were doing, while I'm in school or whatnot. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
Plus they not in your shoes. They definitely not in your shoes.
Exactly. But sometimes you grow from that. Mm-hmm. You can grow if you choose to grow. I did. I'm okay now. But as far as now, I can take it. Yeah, I can take it. Don't be too harsh. But I can take it.
Yeah, man. I feel that, but there's a line. Mm. There's a line to being negative and being motivated, and you can take negativity and be motivated by it. That's how I work. I like that. I like when people tell me I can't do something. Yeah. Challenge me. Please do that. Mm-hmm. Because now I really got a reason to go out and prove you wrong and look at you in your face at the end and be like, what was that?
Yeah.
Correct yourself.
Yeah. As long as you try,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for people, how I see it at the same time is there are some people who are negative consistently. Yeah. Because it's natural. Mm. And because it's natural, I get it. It's natural. It's what they grew up in. But at the end of the day, that's not my problem. Yeah. This is my orbit. This is our orbit we're talking about on this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right.
How you grew up is not my problem. If you are negative and you come with this discouragement and negativity all the time, I don't need you around me. And I protect my orbit from people like that. Right. And some people that I may feel that way about, blood. Yeah. People I've known all my life. People I actually care about. Mm-hmm. But I still have to distance. Like, I love you. I'm not going to take myself away from you. I'm not going to shoot you out of my life, period. Right. But you're not going to be in my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's dead because you're a natural discouraging, negative person, right. And I'm not dealing with that. Yeah. So that's how I deal with it. I don't know if y'all deal with it differently.
Well, personally, if it's somebody I care about, like you said, some family, I would try to at least talk to them first, because some people do not know they do those type of things. Yeah. Some people, like we said, it's such second nature that they feel like it's a normal conversation for them, but they don't know how it's coming off or what's coming out of them. Mm-hmm. So I feel like at first I would pull them to the side and let them talk to them about it first to see if it could change, see if they could try to make improvements. If not, to be honest with you, if they don't make improvements once you
bring it up,
bring it to them, there's going to take a time when they actually have a time to self-reflect and hopefully it'll change then. Because that's what it really take, a moment to take a step back from yourself and self-reflect and say, you know what? Yeah, I really, need to tighten up on certain situations.
Yeah, because you don't want to be too late.
Exactly.
Don't want to be too late.
No, I feel that, and I agree with that. I definitely do agree with that. I don't always go down that route, and I probably should. I probably should.
Because at the end of the day, we all have to realize it can be us.
Mm-hmm.
This could be me in this situation. Somebody has to deal with me. How would I want them to want them to react to the situation? Right. How would I want them to, handle it? Would I want them to would I want them to
but even
at least try first.
Yeah.
If you don't, don't just count me out off real.
Give you the elbow. Give you
the. Give me a little time. Work with me. If you care for me, work with me.
Yeah.
And then if I don't want to work for myself, then I understand you distancing yourself because I don't even care about myself. How can I expect you to care for me? Because I don't care about me.
True.
That's one thing you can if anything you would always hope the best, for somebody. Even when your orbit, you keep your orbit, positive. You're just this ongoing person who is nothing but positivity. You're doing everything you can to help yourself. That can rub off.
Yeah,
that can rub off. And even if you don't take the initiative to speak to that person, sometimes just being around you helps.
Yeah, that's true. And for people like, for example, if it's somebody for me is like if it's one of my siblings, my parents and stuff like that, like you definitely got to go down that route because that's like really close. That's really close. So definitely, I definitely feel that, and that's that's not my parents, and ain't any of my siblings. So it's definitely cool. But then at the same time, I know if it's somebody that I know, I make the effort to show up to your house. I ain't gonna be pulling up to your house like that. Yeah. If I know every time I come, I'm gonna leave feeling some type of way because
probably questioning yourself and second guessing.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, to be real. I don't know. I guess, but yeah. So it's we have that, and then we also have people for me as far as my circle. Not everybody, but as far as the circle and the people I move with and I work with. I like to make sure that I have people who like to execute at a efficient level.
Yeah, that is true.
I do. I have high standards when it comes to the people that I have around me, the friends that I have around me who are all doing their own thing.
Right.
Like I like to see people, and I know that you got your own thing going on. It doesn't have to be entrepreneurship, by the way, but for everybody to have their own thing going on and working on themselves, no knock to anybody, but like I've been through the phase in time where I've had friends who I still care about to this day, and I've tried with them for years to, have them grow with me, but everybody can't go with you. Yeah. And we all hear that. And sometimes people take their time. Like they say time is the most valuable asset. Mm-hmm. They take that time and they're not using it to execute anything for themselves. Yeah. And when it comes to that, I'm a person, as they definitely know, if you're around me, I'm going to push you. But if I'm pushing you and I'm pushing you and I'm pushing you and I want you to grow with me and it doesn't work, I have to move on without you.
Right.
And I still care about you. And I literally, I'll call you and I'll tell you, I still care about you. I love you.
Yeah.
But I'm still growing. I got to go. And those Friday nights when we go out to Miami Beach, and I can't do that with you all the time no more.
Same.
Because I'm in a different place now.
Yeah.
So that's another thing for me, as far as I like to have executors around me, people who get things done at an efficient level. Yeah. So that's just me. So for y'all, is there any other type of people who you like to have around you?
Yeah, actually, I was able to meet you know, people in high school, Lion, Drawde. I met Drawde a year and a half ago, probably. You know, but it's you make friends. You sometimes you have, and then you have family members that you like being around. It's sometimes a small circle. You don't always need a lot of people around you.
Yeah.
No.
That shouldn't be important. What's important is protecting yourself.
Yes.
And everyone that is around me are go-getters.
Yeah.
Everyone that's around me is doing something for themselves, and they're positive. If something happens, something terrible happens, anything, they deal with it, but they keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a way to handle different things, but if you're so set on one thing happening and it kind of just ruins everything for you.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's like I understand, but I gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but and if that means that you lose that person in the process because they don't necessarily understand, that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm. And even if you're not an executor yet,
Yeah.
take it upon yourself to bring people around. Bring yourself around people who are, who do, and make it known. Because if you're in a room full of executors and then they notice that you're not one and you don't aspire to be one, they gonna try to push themselves away from you. They gonna kind of push you out of the room in a way. So what you do is, as an executor, as somebody, an aspiring executor, an aspiring whatever it is that you want to be, put yourself in a room with these people. Let it be known that you're aspiring to be a better executor. And those people will push you. And because they know that's what you want, at least they're going to know that you want it.
Yeah.
And when you're around them, I think it's a quote. Don't quote me. I think it's from Jim Rohn or somebody. Chill. It's from, okay, I heard a quote and it said that you're an average of the five friends that you keep most around you. So and that I feel like that's very true. When you have those people around you, and when you do, man, just make sure that they're strong people and whatever. Even everybody's aspiring to be better than what they are today. They want to be better tomorrow. So always just bring yourself around people who just want better. Put yourself in that group, and when you see the people around you thriving and doing what they're doing, you're always gonna feel like, let me do what I have to do to stay in the race, with the people that I'm around. Because naturally gonna happen like that. But when you around people who's just doing whatever, however, with their time, you're gonna find yourself to be lazy and be like, what am I to be doing all this work for? So
do you remember like any time you felt that way?
Yeah, that's all the times, because you have to make sacrifices, a lot of sacrifices. Because I got friends to this day. We've been friends for years, and half the time I won't hear from them for like 3-4 months, and then later on let's go hang out. You feel me? Because all of us know we got a goal we trying to achieve.
Exactly.
We all know what we doing. We may not hang out, but once we get there.
It's
when
like
we come together,
it's like you never left.
It's like the day before last time y'all seen each other. Like y'all,
You don't take.
Like I just seen you yesterday.
Right.
You don't take any offense to it because
y'all know.
We know.
Yeah.
Y'all all have this mental agreement that we all striving to progress in life. We're striving to be great. So explanation is unneeded.
Exactly.
We're here now. Let's enjoy the moment.
For real, because if all us, we haven't talked in months, and then we have our own thing going on. Then a few months later, we come together. You telling me about what you doing?
Yeah.
Telling me about what you doing, and then we come together, put what we got together.
Right. Right. What we've been building,
and we've been friends. We've been friends for years. So once we put all our pieces to the pot,
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Crazy stuff.
For real.
It's unbelievable.
Because if you think about it, and I know y'all all experience this, having friends who don't understand a little bit of your absence and feel some type of way.
Right.
Oh, I don't hear from you. I don't got time to be on the phone with you for 2-3 hours and you know, talking about whatever all
Not
the
even
time.
that. What you doing? You gotta.
What
You
you
should be
doing?
investing some
Why you got 2
time
or
into
3
progressing for
hours?
yourself.
To be on the
You
phone.
seem a little selfish to me.
And you worrying about how much time I'm on your phone.
Yeah. I care about
Please.
you more than you care about yourself. You need to be tightening up. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm getting mine. Get yours.
For real. We could be on the phone for 2 hours and we talk about investments or
Hey.
something.
Yeah. I could've done it 2 hours.
yeah.
I could've
Talk
done a
to
lot
me.
of
Like,
Talk
I
to
can
me.
talk to you, like, but nah.
Money talk, man.
I could have did a lot in 2 hours.
For real.
A lot of
we on the phone talking about whatever, sports and whatever, about nothing.
Could have been
For
done
the most
editing the
part.
whole video.
Like,
That's for real. But it's good to have those people, motivators,
yeah.
uplifters, you know what I'm saying? Executors. People who just have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Yeah.
People who just have it, regardless of what they don't even have to be somebody that has anything.
Right.
They don't even have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, there are certain people that I know that I'm related to. You know, they may not have anything going on. They may be a lot older than me, a lot wiser than me. And all they have is my best interest at heart.
Yeah.
And I know that I can speak to you when I need to speak to you, because we're all, and we all may feel powerful. And some of us, you know, every now and then you run into one of those people. And I'm one of those people who we anything that come at us, we take it on the chin, we keep moving so fast. And I don't sit and dwell on whatever tries to knock me down. I'm up with alternatives quick. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm still human. And I'm always need somebody to talk to sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And release something. And I want the person on the other end to be somebody who has my best interest. And that can be my mother.
Yeah.
It can be my grandmother. That can be certain people. And it's important to also keep those people close to you as well. That's something that I wanted to add in before we, you know, get off of that.
My mom always been my friend, my person I could talk to, because I tell her everything, literally everything.
Yeah.
Like, some things I don't want to say to her, but she has to understand she has my best interest and knows what's best for me, what I need to do at the moment. But just talking to somebody, that's a big thing, because especially with a lot of people doing suicide and everything going on, it's good to talk to somebody, even if you don't want to talk about what the situation is. Just talk. Just talk to somebody. Get a clear state of mind. Just talk to somebody.
I feel like that's part of maintaining and keeping your orbit and keeping your balance straight, is to have that mental stability and that mental stress off your head, in order to have the energy to keep your bubble nice and, you know, clean and things away. Because if you cloudy and your judgment is clouded because you have all these stresses on your mind, you can't be as aware. You know what I'm saying? Because you all have everything else going on. You know, so
Your mind is wandering.
exactly, your mind racing about what's going on over here, over there, over there, over here. You know, sometimes you need to release. You know, sometimes your mind need a break. And I believe I said this on a episode before. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and give your mind a chance to think about nothing. When do your mind really rest? Even when you sleeping, your mind is moving. So when do your mind really rest? You should meditate, because if you don't, you're overworking your brain. Imagine a person's brain that has never meditated before. Their brain are probably overworked, crazy as hell. Like, really think about it. Your mind has been consistently moving every day for 82 years.
Yeah.
True.
I feel that. And that there was something that you said that reminded me of another thing that I didn't know down, of people you should have around you. Let's get into just mentors.
Yes, you definitely need mentors. That's one, like you said, that's one thing.
It don't matter who you
that
are.
we've been missing. We've been missing that in our community, like in our generation, because everybody feel like they know everything. I don't need no mentor.
Listen,
I don't need no mentor.
listen. There's people. So, and that's one thing that mentors need mentors.
Right, exactly.
True. Mentors need mentors. There's people like there's people that I know who, you know what I'm saying, they mentor a lot of young guys and young girls who want to be where they're at, but at the same time they're getting fed into by their mentor who's where low-key where they want to be. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. There's some people that I know, you know, people who are famous. I forgot who P. Diddy's mentor is. P. Diddy has a mentor. He's a guy. He's a multi-billionaire. Not that famous. He's not all that famous, but he's a multi-billionaire, and he's very. I remember, you know, P. Diddy talking about how his strategy for how he does business and investing is through the roof. And I remember watching the interview, and he was like, people love P. Diddy. I love P. Diddy. But at the same time, when I see what's in his brain, I make sure I go to his house all the time and pick his brain, because I want to get better than what the P. Diddy that people know right now. I want to be better than that. And I love that, because I already know that, you know, if you listening closely, there's certain people that P. Diddy mentor. You know, young people, young artists and stuff like that who like to come to his house and take from him. Yeah. But he doesn't take that and say, oh, I can't learn from people just because he giving to people. Yeah. He got mentors himself. So that's another thing. It doesn't matter who you are. It's good to have that mentorship from people. Yes, sir. So definitely.
And we always gonna be learning too.
And I feel like mentorship is something that, how can I say, like we said before, I believe we said this as well. You cannot go to the same, well, it depends on the person, but most mentors, you have to make sure that person has some kind of credibility in that, in what you're asking for. Right. Mm-hmm. So if your parent is a electrician and all they know is know how to do electricity, that's fine, that's good, that's what's up. But you cannot go to them and ask them about plumbing. You can't go to them and ask them about, you know, certain situations, certain other things, like say they've never been to college. How can you ask this person about loans in college and different things if they've never experienced this? Right. So you have to be mindful that I cannot go to everybody for certain, so you just got to know who to ask for certain advice. Because not everybody could give the right advice. Even if you want to give, and also as a mentor, you have to have the mind capacity to say, you know what? I'm not the right man for the job, but I can point you in the right direction. True. Because that'll be messed up if you were truly a mentor and want to guide somebody in the right direction and I have the best intentions for you. I have to be able to swallow my pride and say I can't help you with that, but I know somebody who can.
Yeah. Yes. Oh wow, that's a great point.
That's sometimes some people mentor themselves, because sometimes you got to teach yourself. Because if people don't want to teach you. Sometimes you have to go out and teach yourself.
That's real.
In the entertainment,
but you have to network.
Yeah,
even there, because if you're networking enough, you're going to eventually find somebody. Right. Yeah, they're going to see themselves in you. Like, oh, I remember I had to mentor myself. I got you.
Right. You realize that you networking on your own now.
Yeah.
You're doing it on your own, so you don't have help with that.
Yeah,
you don't have help with that. But like you said, eventually you'll run into somebody.
Yeah, definitely. Because even though there's some industries that are stingy.
What you say? You say networking on your own? No, not necessarily. Because you never know. You may create a team of people where you all could work together and learn how to network, and y'all go out together and network together when y'all feel more comfortable.
Teamwork.
Go to certain events.
You feel what I'm saying? You never know. Because like at the end of the day, the key to networking is having something in common, being able to find a common ground with somebody. That's all you need to do when it comes to networking. Once you do that, you can easily make a friend, whatever, because now y'all got something to talk about. Because I got something in common. You know what I'm saying? Common ground is no awkward dead air. Right. That's what makes relationships grow.
Yeah. And that's what goes into the having certain people in your orbit, because when you have a group of friends that you can do stuff like that with, that's a highly positive thing. Yeah. Right. When you know you got that clique that you can be like, yo, let's go to this networking event, you know, let's go here, let's go there, you know, and you go out, it's a group of 5 people, and each of the 5 people go talk to 5 people. And then by the end, y'all done met 25 new people. Y'all got a whole bunch of new business cards, man. We got somebody who you know, who could, you know, we could talk to this person about this. We could stuff like that. And now y'all group, y'all just connected with 25 people.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't have somebody or people to go with, you can still do it.
Right.
You can still do it though.
Still do it.
You can still do
Yeah.
it.
Even have
what I mean,
competitions. Because I remember, back in the day growing up, guys that have a competition about getting numbers. You can do the same thing networking.
Yeah.
Who get the most business calls? What's up? I bet I get more than you. You know what I'm saying? And that challenge you to want to go out there and network better and network harder and meet more people, shake more hands. You come back, stack of cards. What's up?
Can't shake no hands right
I
now.
just shook 30 hands, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
Not in 2020.
Hey, just have some hand sanitizer.
We're going to tap for you, keep it moving.
For real.
Tap some elbows. Good. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's important. Keeping your orbit and having that right, and having the right circle behind you, as far as even mental support. You need that mental support, like you said, somebody you could call to lean on, like you said, to lean on and have, because you got to know who is who and who you can reach out to.
Yeah,
who can help you in different situations, even mentally.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely, be mindful. Just be mindful of the people that you have.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely
around
be
you, period.
Open to new opportunities.
Yeah. Be open to new opportunities, man.
Yeah.
And new people can bring you new opportunities.
Right.
And it may feel uncomfortable because I realize that about, a lot of people, this person, I just met them 2 weeks ago and they just told me they want me to come to this event and then you don't feel like going because you don't know what this event about. You ain't never been to it before. You don't even know this person, and you stop yourself from going. And if you know that it's something that can, give into you, that can add to you, then you just gotta be open to doing it, to sharpen your iron.
Right.
That's why me as an actor, growing up acting, something that we would do a lot is certain actors I grew up with and we would meet up together and we just practice. We'll do monologues, stuff like that, or we would do group pieces together, and not to prepare for anything, just to sharpen each other, on our skills, right?
That's what the great ones do.
Exactly, and sit there, critique each other, help each other out, and we'll get so much done in 2-3 hours. And when we're doing these things, man, we're adding, but at the same time, because I, as an actor, have a different walk than some other actors, we may have had to do some things in this, acting thing that we've never done before. We may have to try out a character that we've never tried before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another, example of just about life. Like I had a mentor and that, that coach. I had a coach, and there was one time that he had a monologue book, and he was like, okay, pick a number, 1 through 100. And I was like, okay, I'll never forget. It was 47. And I said, okay, 47. He said, go to page 47. Read the monologue. Tell me if you like it. He was like, I read it. I went through it. I was like, no, I don't like this. He was like, good. Because that's exactly what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And ever since he coached me through flipping that around, in order for me to be at home and I was practicing by myself, I would force myself to do monologues I didn't like. And I would make myself like it. Like I'm gonna perfect it enough and bring out the best of it as much as I possibly can to where I do like it.
Okay.
Instead of doing monologues I like.
No.
And it made me be able to
It's a challenge.
tap into a lot of different pools that I never thought I'd tap into, that I didn't see myself tapping into. And that's life, period.
Yeah.
And bringing certain people in your orbit, letting new people into your orbit that you know are good for your orbit, can bring you to, and those people can bring in new experiences for you that you're not accustomed to, and you got to be willing to take that, so then that you can grow in whatever that is.
Right.
Stepping out your comfort zone.
Yep.
That's funny because that just happened to me this month or last month.
What happened?
When I was working, basically they offered me a promotion, but the promotion was in Miami, but it was really far, it was like a homestead almost. So I was like, nah, like, and then I seen the numbers. I seen the numbers of Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. Palm Beach and Broward was like really horrible, and Dade was doing good. So I'm like, nah, send me to Broward. They were like, what? I'm like, yeah, like I want to go where I could be an impact. I want to go where I could help. Right. Like they doing wonderful. I know I could help. Send me to Broward, and it's closer for me anyway. So they sent me, bro.
You regret that?
No, I can't regret it. I because it was, it's a headache. I can't lie, it's a headache. Yeah. I bit off a lot, but everything happens for a reason. You know, I feel like to me it's like being online again. If people know about being online, it's a very strenuous process. And it's going to test you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that's what's going on right now. Yeah. So, but it's cool, because I met a lot of cool people on the way. It's like now my coworkers that I work with is like my LBs and LSs, because we like, what I'm saying, went through the mud together and we ain't quit. One person quit on us. We had one drop.
Okay.
But through that, every we thugging it out. We only got 2 more days till elections, so we almost done. So I met some cool people on the way. So, everything for a reason. Because, I could have been like, nah, I ain't with this and went back to canvassing. Yeah. But, I feel like if I join something, and it's a team, I feel like it'd be messed up for me to just jump ship, when it get rough. It's rough. It's very rough.
Unfortunately, not everybody like that, though.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just counting the days and the shifts.
Yup. So that's basically it. So to wrap it all around, for us to have this conversation, I want everybody to contribute to this, just to kind of like go back into full circle on this episode, man. Like I would have certain people who I grew up with. Like I have a group of friends who and they're watching, they watch this podcast every week.
What's up,
and
friends?
I grew up with them for years, okay? And I'm not about to tell y'all nothing that I ain't tell them to their face already, so they won't be good. But I had to, those are a group of friends that I had to go in a different place with. I had them around me so much. I spent every day with them. I was around them every day. After school, I'm with them. You know what I'm saying? We playing ball together. We playing video games together. Whatever we doing, we do it together, and that was it. We grew up like that. I knew a lot of them since I was in kindergarten. So trust me, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I became more aware of the fact that I had to be cautious of what and who was around me and where I allowed myself to go. And I understood, me being willing to learn, and that's why I got to the place where I've been, where I am so far, because I'm a sponge. I like to learn from people, and I don't care how old you are. You could be younger than me, whatever. I like to learn from you. Whatever you have, whatever information you have that I don't have, I'd like to get that out of you, because I want to learn as much as I can. So as I'm learning and I'm realizing, I'm like, whoa, time is the powerful asset. Time. You've got to leverage your time as much as you can. Your time, whatever time God gives you, and your own body, who you are, and your time is all you truly own. Everything else can go and be taken away from you some way, one way or another, whether it's your name is by paperwork on it or not. You know what I'm saying? So what I learned, I'm like, dang, myself, my orbit, my time, powerful, right?
Yeah.
Dang, I need to do something about what's around me.
Yeah.
I need to do something about my time. I can't, like me, I was like, nah, I can't afford to wake up at this time anymore. I can't do it. I can't afford to I can't afford to allow myself to just do this and do that and just be here and float with my day and just be like, oh, my day gonna go however it go, and then it's gonna be like, no, I can't do it because your time is too valuable.
Yeah.
Way more valuable than money can be. And if you leverage your time the right way, the money is definitely gonna come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was extremely important. That's what led me to even, putting together certain topics for this podcast. This topic was extremely important to me because this topic was the grain and the foundation for where I am today and where I'm going, because I'm so cautious of what's here. I'm so cautious of what's here. And for the viewers, I just want to tell y'all, be cautious of what's inside. Be cautious of what's in your orbit, because at the end of the day, your orbit, your time, your mind, your heart, your soul is all you truly own. So you take that and you use it to the best of your advantage. You protect it with as much as you possibly can. You do that because that's what's important. And as long as you got that and your temple is good, bro, you're going to go out and you're gonna be good in whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
So
and the piggyback off you, I also feel like there's something that needs to be said is not everything needs a reaction. When it comes to your orbit and your circle and whatever going on in life, everything don't need a reaction.
Yeah.
Because sometimes some people like to do things just to get a reaction out of you. So some people just poke at you, keep poking at you, just to hear you scream. They like to hear you scream. But if you don't know, if you don't scream like 2-3 times, they're gonna start poking you. So just stop. Yeah. Just don't even give them the pleasure to react to whatever they got going on. True. And they'll be over.
Yep.
You feel me? So
and once you mentally sharpen yourself, you get to that place.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty to that. Oh, like, I'll give you a reaction. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a reaction. Please.
Yeah, I used to be the same way. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn just some things, just ignore them. Yeah. And eventually they just gonna go away. Cause some people was raised like that. Yeah. That's what I had to learn. Some people was raised that their whole family just cross the line. Yeah. Just disrespect each other. I'm like, oh my God, y'all talk to each other like that? Now it makes sense. Yeah, now I know how to handle you. Yeah. Because I know that's just you. You can't help that. Your whole family like that. You feel me? So
yeah. And then you also get raised with certain tendencies of like, man, like, growing up how I grow up, you deal with the simple thing like you in grade school, you pass by, somebody step on your shoe by mistake, your homeboy gonna look at you like, you gonna let that boy step on your shoe like that? Yeah. That's what you gonna. Like, you better handle that. Now you gotta fight this man.
Yeah, you gonna be the only one in the suspension chair. You like, you ain't have to react. I told you he stepped on your shoe. You ain't had to punch him.
You motivated me. You recorded it. You did the whole 9. Right. And at the end of the day,
my
you
name
can't do nothing for me.
My name ain't get suspended.
Exactly, bro. So people get, they get raised with certain tendencies and stuff like that.
You gotta be careful as well, because everybody's mindset is different too. Because you could go fight somebody and then they could just come back and kill you.
Right, exactly.
You don't even know. Yeah. Right. You could just be like, we just came to fight.
Oh no, he come with the pencil.
Everything. Friend.
Like, he don't know what he been through. His parents come and beating him up every day before he comes to school.
Everybody's mindset is different as well.
Now he on edge.
Oh. Yeah. Because some people would take a butt whooping and be like, all right.
Yeah. Right.
You got me. Right. And some people go,
I'm going to get my daddy gun.
Yeah. Some people be like,
oh, we got round 2 coming. We got round 2 coming.
Yeah. And some people just go to the extreme. Yeah. You never know.
Mm-hmm. So you never know,
just
man.
Gotta be careful in these streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pray for the best.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you do right by people, it's simple. You treat people how you want to be treated. Talk to people how you want to be talked to. If you do those 2 simple things, everything will be sweet. Like really think about it.
Sometimes you don't get that treatment back. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
true.
It's all right.
It ain't
But you
don't look for it.
But you have to let it roll off. You can't let people control you.
Right.
Because people gonna try to control you. They're going to do it. I promise you. Somebody is going to try you.
Yeah.
But the question is, how strong is you as a person? Because to me, that's what make a true person, a true strength, true man, is I know I can destroy you, but do I have the mental capacity to control myself not to destroy you?
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to control me.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
How you gonna handle the situation?
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
That's the true test of a man.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the true tests of a man. It's funny how you use that phrase, because that's definitely one of, if not, definitely one of the most important things. But what else I thought about actually goes good with this conversation real quick. I had thought about like what defines you. What happens in your life that makes you realize who you really are and exposes you to you.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. We always bring up perseverance stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get tested, and you will be tested by something that is not a human being. Something that you can't fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Something that you can't kill.
That's real.
And it's gonna test you real hard.
Like a car.
And it's gonna
a job.
it's gonna test you mentally and spiritually.
A computer.
For real.
Trying to get some work done.
And really get you to that place that you just like, two things can happen. You can either let it destroy you or you can make your way through it.
Right.
Now, I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like those situations define you. It's just something about those moments. And when I realized that I still walked into those moments, into those times where I was tested, and I look around and be like, I know what this is.
Right.
Okay. I love it.
Hold on, I forgot there's another option. You could walk away.
You can walk away sometimes.
Sometimes. Because I had a job like that where it tested me.
Yeah.
And I had to let it go. Because I wasn't going to go to jail unless somebody take me out my character.
The whole job
You
goes.
feel me? The whole job. I'm like, well, you don't got to push me out. I'll leave. I'm very marketable. I'll leave. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do it. They already know they for the fire. They just do it.
You feel me?
Yeah. You push you.
I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Don't make me suffer. Try to, run me through the mud, dirty my face. No, just say, listen, unfortunately, you don't fit.
Yeah.
We moved on. That's fine. Let me go.
Yeah.
Don't drag me along.
Please.
Give me the worst shifts.
Yeah.
Make me work double overtime. Like, nah, give me the worst employee. Make me stress.
You got people who do it just because they don't like you.
Right, exactly. I mean, suffer.
And you go to that job and you feel they vibe and they don't want me here. I think it's about time I put my notice in anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't put a notice in. I couldn't even stand a notice, bro. I put the 2 weeks in. I found out more BS. Okay, I'm going. All right, don't listen,
You're
sir.
like, oh, so
your
you're
keys
quitting?
will be in the cabinet and waiting on you. Okay,
Wow. But the worst thing is when you go to a job and you go through orientation and they sell you a whole dream.
Oh yeah.
And then after working there for a couple weeks or a month, and it's not what they they tell you in orientation. It's like
Be like,
but
sir,
you didn't
can
say
we
this was
speak for a
You didn't say it was a quota with this. You didn't say we had to sell stuff. You didn't say nothing about selling.
yeah.
What? For real?
Yeah. What you were saying, Dante?
Like
Yeah.
like I hate when you go to orientation, it'd be totally different after a few months. Like y'all arguing with the employees, your manager not sweet no more, like orientation.
Oh yeah, and changed up on you.
Yeah, like it just be crazy how people just switch up on you.
But that's in life. I feel like most people you meet, when you first meet them, you meet their representatives. You don't really meet them.
Yeah, true.
You meet the person who they want you to meet.
Yeah.
And then once they lower their guard, they get to know you, see what they can kind of get away with. Then you really meet them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even in relationships, if you really think about it. Like people, when you're in a relationship, they test you. They do little things.
Yeah.
They're going to test your
see
gangster.
exactly how much they can get away with. You know what I'm saying? As far as how they talk to you, how they treat you, certain things they can get out of you.
All right.
It just, I don't know. I've noticed that because I'm very observant. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Am
No,
I tripping?
that's true. No, you are not tripping.
Yeah.
You are not tripping because there's certain people I be like the last job I was at. Thank God, guys. I'm full-time business now. By the way, I didn't bring that up. So,
yesterday that was your last day, right?
Friday was my last day.
Friday.
Yeah. So now I'm full-time business, definitely. So, I was at that last job I was at. I had coworkers. I had supervisors who would talk to my coworkers in a way I'd be like, "Yo, how that happen?" I'd be like.
What you mean? When they talk to them crazy?
Talking to them crazy. I'm telling you, and I'll be like, yo, how you do that? Like,
right.
I would have.
Like that, you get away with that.
And we grown. We supposed to have mutual respect.
Right. But that's
For real.
Some people don't open their mouth
Yeah.
and check people. Like, listen, but in profession, you got to know how to check people professionally.
Yeah.
Like, listen, at the end of the day, sir, we both grown. We could talk like grown people. You don't have to curse at me. You don't have to raise your voice at me. If you got to say something, you could come and say it to me. You don't have to talk to everybody else before it get to me. Yeah. We all grown here. If this is a business, handle it professional.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate, because especially if you go somewhere, you got to hear about your business from another employee.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That's so unprofessional. You out here gossiping?
Like,
Gossiping. You supposed to be the manager.
Yeah, you supposed to set an
I
example.
ain't even come talk to you yet. I found out before I even get in the office with you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, bro. No.
I heard what happened to you last night. What? But you wasn't even here yesterday. Like, you literally just clocked in. How you heard? When they called you?
So
For
even
real.
in the workplace, you gotta protect your orbit.
yeah.
Right.
You got to protect your orbit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, if you don't protect your orbit, guess what's going to happen? Your brand is going to be affected eventually. You as a brand. You
You as a
Yeah,
brand,
it's
yes,
gonna be
very
truly affected.
important, very important. Because when you walk in, and I don't care where I went, when you respect yourself as a person, you carry yourself as if you respect yourself, and you put yourself, you hold yourself to a certain standard. People have, if people want to even be around you,
Yeah.
they have to adapt
Yeah.
to how much you respect yourself.
Right.
Right.
Because you know that you're not going to take any less respect from other people that's in front of you than you give yourself. Because then you're going to know, oh, nah, what you coming at me with that's not how I roll, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I give off that whole vibe like from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? So that's really important just to hold yourself to a certain standard and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To just be able to give yourself that, give yourself that oomph. Even if you don't be fake.
Yeah.
Don't be fake.
Because somebody always watching.
Yeah.
Somebody's always watching.
But I feel like in business, there's a certain level of fakeness you have to have in order to work with certain people to reach the goal that you're trying to achieve. Because some people, you may not respect certain things they do in their private life or certain things that they do as a person, but because you have to achieve certain things, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta
You
gotta suck it up, bro.
Yeah,
How you doing,
yeah.
sir? Yeah.
Bite the
Uh,
bullet.
It is
that's
what it
business.
is.
Like for example, personally for me, there may be a certain person, a president of the United States that I may not like. No, let's just say that there's a president of the United States that I don't like, right?
Yeah.
Now, say that president of the United States, I don't like you. I may not like you as a president, and or may not like you as a person. Maybe not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if this president happens to be a business person who is in real estate, and I'm in real estate, and there is not collaboration, but there's a transaction, a real estate transaction that's really big, And it's between me and that business person who's a real estate person that I may not really like you as a person, but I'm gonna do that transaction.
Yeah,
because it's business.
Because exactly why you can't mix emotions with business. That doesn't end well at all.
No,
like it doesn't.
Oh, I don't like you. Okay, it's either I can work with you, or if what you got going on is bad to the point where I can't work with you, I can't work with you.
Yeah.
Like if you got too much going on, and then I'm not gonna waste. Real estate happens really fast. I'm in real estate, and it happens really fast. Mm-hmm. It's a quick process, and you have to be quick with it in what you're doing. So I don't have time to work with certain people. Personally, for me, like I'll be dealing. There's sometimes we run into agents and stuff like that who may not know what they're doing. There's certain people, I ain't gonna lie, they went and got real estate licenses and they don't know what they're doing.
My bad. I got a question for you though.
Yes.
How does that affect your orbit?
How does what affect my orbit?
As in how you handle certain situations. It's anything, and even if it's in business, like anything that comes negatively, how would you handle that? Get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So I get what you're saying. In real estate, there are a lot of people who are they're full in their head, and there are people who are not humble. That's everywhere in business, but especially real estate.
I think that's anywhere.
Yeah. That's anywhere. No. But real estate is bad because these people who are successful in real estate, they can be really, seriously, and you deal with a lot of. You don't run into nice people who are going to come off nice often in real estate. That's true, and I'm not asking for anybody to. That's just what it is. So you may get vibes from people a lot, but when I do that, when I'm in business mode and I'm sitting there in my little home office and I'm taking calls and I'm working with people and I'm doing things, my emotion is shut off. Whatever you come in, it's either like our calls would literally be like, whatever information I need from you, I'm gonna get from you. Whatever information you need from me, I give to you. And we're going to work. It's either we're going to make this happen or we're not going to make it happen, or we're going to figure it out. But I can honestly say in a lot of people that I've worked with here in Miami real estate, who I like working with, there is no emotion in what's going on. We're just so straight to, and we'll have like short conversation, stuff like that, have a little small talk. It won't last too long, but we get down to business. And some of those people who get down to business, they naturally sound so aggressive when they're about their business. It may feel negative. And that's why a lot of people who try to get into real estate may not feel that industry because they're tired of communicating with people who are like that. But because I shut my emotion off, that don't touch my orbit. Yeah. It just really doesn't. If it try to come my way, it bounce right back because I'm here about my business. I'm not here about my feelings. No, so that's that.
It's definitely it can get like that. Definitely anywhere. It can be everywhere.
Yeah,
I
everywhere.
I don't know you, but it can be everywhere. Where you sometimes you might have to cut it off. Completely to protect yourself. But at the same time, it is how you handle it. Mm-hmm. It's definitely how you handle it.
Sometimes you just got to be humble about it, because you never know. This might be an opportunity for you. You might have to just bite the bullet. It might be an opportunity for you in the future. But sometimes some people could be negative about it. Mm-hmm. Just gotta if you want to go somewhere and be somewhere, like sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and be humble about it. Right.
Yeah. So that I agree with that though, definitely. So we on the same page with that. But so we gonna wrap this up.
Yes,
it was a pleasure having you on this show, Dante.
Always, man. We appreciate you being here, boss.
Yeah. You definitely gonna be back. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And again,
Y'all
Young
go
Brilliant
wild.
Minds.
Check it out.
They're on IG, on Twitter, man. Y'all
Yes,
check
sir.
out this merch. Some dope merch we're gonna be wearing the next episode. Check us out.
I'm quite sure y'all know a brilliant mind y'all could get this for.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure.
Definitely. So you do that, put your order in, man. And like, comment, subscribe, share.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, all of that good
man
stuff.
on IG. Tell them where it's at again. Tell them where it's at.
Young Brilliant Minds on IG, Young Brilliant Minds M on Twitter, and Facebook is Young Brilliant Minds as well.
Hey, that's all.
We'll drop
right.
it in the link, you know.
Yeah.
It's also gonna be in the
We
description.
got the link in the description and everything like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So look, we believe in y'all. Even if you don't believe in yourself, we believe in you. All right, y'all have a good week. We love y'all.
All right. Peace out.